Hey guys, we are back with some more Red Wings franchise mode in Eastside Hockey Manager, and I actually managed to edit Eastside Hockey Manager in the EHM editor so that I unretired number 19, so Eisenman finally has his number 19 once again, so to finish out his career with his actual number instead of number 20. And yeah, we actually we have a full roster now, just at this point, got to get the regular season underway. We did the preseason the last one, so let's get this thing started. And NHL season preview, where are we at? We are middle of the pack, maybe? Top of the list? No? Where are we? Red Wings, Detroit, where are you? We near the bottom? Yeah, we're near the 24th. MVP Nicholas Lidstrom, key arrival Pavel Zatsuk. I mean, not like he was an arrival. We just re-signed him after free agency, so the game counts that as an arrival. But yeah, we got some new prospects in here, and Semenov and Hossa and Joe Ward. So hopefully a good year out of them, and hopefully we don't get too many injuries, because that's been our downfall in previous seasons. So I mean, it's not like we haven't missed. It's not like we've missed the playoffs yet, but still, I I prefer not to have too many injuries, if any. So yep, there you go. The numbers are good, and let's just get through that. And oh, hold on, gotta check the top players at each position here. Goaltenders: Brodeur, Hasek, Luongo, Theodore, J.S. Jaguar, Vokun, Joseph, Nabokov, Wah, and Kabi Bulin for goaltenders. And then defensemen: Lidstrom, yep, there you go, Niedermeyer, Pronger, Blake, Oland, Chara, Leach, Desjardins, Godchar, and Foote. Left wingers: Tanguay, Gagne, Nazaland, Correa, Kachuk, Sedin, Eliage, Whitney, Ralston, and Stillman. And then centers: Sakic, Forsberg, Lindros, Yzerman, Fedorov. There you go. Two Red Wings back-to-back. Madano, Sundin, Brindamore, Thornton, and Primo. And then right wingers: Yager, Solani, Alfredson, Igilina, Fleury, Bure, Reki, Dimitra, Satan, and Palfi. Don't know how to pronounce that last one there. And top prospects, actually: Rene, Lundqvist, Kovalchuk, Miller, Finley, Nash, Boys, Martin, Pavelski, and Ehrhoff. And then there is the top-ranked players for the 2003 draft: Shea Weber, Patrice Bergeron, Marc-Andre Fleury, Brent Seabrook. Oh, it's that draft, isn't it? Ryan Getzlaff, Jeff Carter, Eric Stahl, Brent Burns. Oh, my goodness. Stacked. Corey Perry, Corey Crawford, Dion Phaneuf, Dustin Brown, Ryan Suter, Dustin Bufflin. I think this was initially supposed to be the draft that Parise went in, but he went in the draft last year, if I'm not mistaken. And Ryan Callahan. So we got a lot of names here that we recognize. Travis Zajak's actually going in this draft as opposed to 2004, so a lot of players seem to be pushed forward by one draft. That's all right. And Troy Brower, Nathan Horton. So a lot of names that we recognize now. So actually, I'm going to assign the scout before I forget. So scouts, I believe this guy can do the draft. He's got 80s. I prefer one of our guys in the 90s or high 80s. No. Okay, so who did we sign? Is it Frank J? Yeah, it was this guy that we signed. So let's assign him to intensive. And then Jeff Ward. Wait, what was his player ability? So we'll assign him to scout the Red Wings. And then Laporte, he can scout the draft since he's good at potential. There you go. And then Joe McDonnell, he can scout. Yeah, he could just scout the Red Wings as well. There you go. And let's get the season underway, as we do not have a game on this day, but I believe our first game is October 6th. Yep, against the Canucks. So let's get there real quick, as all these other teams having their first game. And here we go. First game of the season for the Red Wings against the Canucks. First period, there we go. Nothing doing. Second period, there you go. Fedorov and Datsuk. And third period, there you go. 4-2 win. Fedorov with the hat trick in the first game of the season. There you go. And I was just going to do that for the first game, so let's just roll with it for right now, because I'd rather get through this simulation pretty fast. There you go. 3 wins in a row to start out the season. And I do want to check out the roster for injuries every once in a while, just to make sure. So no injuries as of yet. That's good. And our next game is until the 14th, so we got a little bit of a break right there. 5-day break. Let's just make sure no one get injured in practice. Yep, very good. Read all. And what's going to be the result of this one? That's going to be a 5-1 loss, or a 5-1 win against the Minnesota Wild. I was looking at... for some reason, I thought we were, I don't know, I guess I thought we were the Wild. I don't know why we would be the Wild, though. I haven't played as the Wild since NHL 16, so that doesn't make too much sense right there, but let's keep going. Another huge break. 6-day break, actually, between this game and the last one. And there you go, a 6-5 overtime win against the Maple Leafs, and we are on a roll at the moment. So even these long breaks don't seem to be killing us too much. Marty, that is a college player that we drafted. Okay, so that's not good for him. And let's just get through all that. Okay, so any injuries? Nope. All right, we're good. Oh, look at that. So Uwe Krupp will be retiring at the end of this season, so we got to make preparations for that. But let's just check out the point scoring here. Nicholas Lidstrom with 11 points in 5 games. Goodness gracious. A brunette. Fedorov, Eisenman all with 8. I mean, good Lord. We have a stacked team. Don Brashear with 5. Eriksson and Hammerlick with 5. Brown, Datsuk, McCarty, Perreault, and Vasily with 3. Hossa and Krupp with 2. Stevenson with 2 as well. And then Semenov and Ward, Aaron Ward with 1. And then Joe Ward's the only skater without a point. As it looks like he's not having too great of a start to the rookie season, but that's all right. He's still getting his feet wet in the NHL. Turner Stevenson, not sure why he's doing so horribly in terms of average rating. So might want to keep an eye on that. As Chris Osgood, he's only played 5 games, so we can leave him in there for a few more games. We'll take him out at around 9 or 10 wins. I mean, as long as we're winning, as long as he doesn't get injured, I think we can keep him in there for as long as possible. But at the same time, I don't want him getting fatigued either, so... Vasily, that's only a minor injury, so you know what? I'll leave him in there. There you go. Keep it going, boys. 7 in a row to start out the season. And yeah, Vasily's already back, so there's no point in taking him out of the lineup right there. All right, keep it going. Game against the Sharks. Here we go. And there's our first loss of the season, 6-3, as Perreault, Fedorov, and Brunette score in that game, but that was not enough for the San Jose Sharks, or to overcome the San Jose Sharks, rather. And so let's check out the stats once again. I'm actually going to check out the goaltender stats this time, because I didn't last time. So, I mean, Osgood, he's doing pretty well, but Todd McDonald, I mean, I don't know how much we want to use him this year. I'll throw him in there for a game just so that Osgood could get a little bit of a rest, but I don't know. I think, yeah, we're not going to be using him too much this year. I think Osgood's definitely going to get at least like 65 games. He'll certainly get his fair share. as we go. You know, I think we're going to go past November in this video. I want to get at least 2 months done, so let's get this going here. As we finish October here and into November, so let's see the Rookie of the Month, Alexander Frolov. Player of the Month, Nicholas Lidstrom. And Sergei Fedorov is the Offensive Player of the Month. There you go. And a game against the Avalanche. Yeah, there you go. There's another loss. Is that with our backup goaltender in there? I don't know. I forgot. I've actually had a quite the pause in between the recording here. It's been almost an hour since I paused the recording there. So board confidence, they are pleased. Yep. And no, Osgood was in there for that game. Okay, so we'll just keep going with it then, and hope for the best. So as we go through that, there is a 7-1 victory. There you go, boys. 5-3, another victory against the Preds. I'm not even going to check the Player of the Weeks anymore. We'll just do Player of the Month. I think that's a bit more productive, since we only really check the stats once a month. Although I will check if we have any injuries. Nope. So we got lucky with the injuries so far this year. Nothing really happening with that as of yet, and hopefully it stays that way. I mean, I know we're only 13 games in, but still, it's a good sign when it's not happening every other day, you know. So there you go. Yeah, we're getting through this a lot faster. No, then we're not really checking the news articles. We'll just do read all there. All right, so anything? No injuries yet. So we'll just keep rolling as long as nothing's happening. Game against the Blues, and that is a loss, 5-3. And hopefully we can come back with a win here this game against the Avalanche. And we have a lot of games against the Blues actually in this week alone. There's a 6-3 win against the Avs. That's good. And see what I mean? 3 out of the 4 past games have been against the Blues. And another game right here on the 20th against the Blues. There you go, 3-2 win. We are 14-5, good enough for first currently in our division, or conference rather. As still no injuries. That is very good to see. Although I may want to think about switching Osgood out, since, yeah, he's played quite a few in a row there. So I'll get Todd McDonald in there for a little bit, a couple games. Then I got to put Osgood right back in there because I don't want to kill our momentum too much, you know. Read all. And there you go. There's a solid 4-1 win for him, and I'll give McDonald one more game. Yeah, there you go. He's coming out after that game, a 6-4 loss. So tactics, get Osgood back in there. And we'll just finish off November, and then we'll check out the stats and do all that stuff. And we're actually almost at December 1st. So yeah, this is definitely the way to do it. Not checking the news articles every day. Read all. And is there a game for us? Yes, it's on the 1st though. So Player of the Month is Pavel Bure. Rookie of the Month, Roman Malik. And then Pavel Bure is the Offensive Player of the Month, and Adam Foote is the Defensive Player of the Month. So a good month for the Avs right there. As we check out our points, Andrew Brunette with 38. What? Steve Yzerman with 36. I mean, that first line, Fedorov and Yzerman really bring Brunette up. Otherwise, he would not be getting that amount of points. No way. Yzerman with 36. Fedorov with 33. Lidstrom with 32. I mean, all those guys are way above point per game. And then Hammerlick drops off a little bit there, 17. McCarty, 16. Anders Eriksson, I had to save it there, 15. Pavel Datsyuk with 13. Brown with 11. Stevenson with 10. Bashir with 9. Hossa with 9, but he's minus 14. Perot with 9. Krupp with 7. Vasily with 7, but minus 13. So that fourth line, Joel Ward minus 1. Yeah, so the fourth line not doing too hot defensively. And, ooh, that average rating, that's rough for Joel Ward. A 5.91. Hopefully that gets better as he gets better as a player, because that's not looking too promising. Vaselli with a 6.48. So other than Ward and McDonald, I mean, not too much of a problem here, especially since we're winning games. You know, we don't really need to focus too much on the players who aren't performing well in terms of the average rating. Goaltender stats, yeah, I mean, that is what it is. Tom McDonald, I mean, you can't really, you're not really going to win too many games with him anyway. He's just sort of a filler, just because we didn't really have too much cap to work with the backup goaltender. So, but Osgood is doing all right, but he could be doing better. Because keep in mind, this game is an offensive-based simulator. So let's actually check the entire NHL. We are tied for first in the West, and we are actually, if we were in the East, we'd be fourth. As we check the player stats here, Joe Sakic was 41 points in 25 games. Peter Forsberg with 40, and then Andrew Brunette with 38 in 23. And let's check average rating. Yep, Fedorov's right there at the top of the list, 8.61. Brunette and Lidstrom in 3rd and 4th, and then Yzerman in 7th, Hammerlick in 17th in the league. So pretty good. Pretty good, as I believe that will be it. Yeah, I think that's it. And then we'll carry it on in the next episode in December and January, and maybe even to the trade deadline. Let me know what changes we should make. And oh, it appears actually that we have some salary cap, but I would rather not. I would rather not spend all of that, you know. So I mean, maybe if we want to trade for a better backup goaltender, that could be a possibility. But other than that, I think we're all right for now. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.